I just want to play the Great Gatsby game. GreatGatsbyGame.com. Let's do it. Let's play this game. Holy bejeebers, this is glorious. I don't think any video game adaptation has ever captured its source material quite like this Great Gatsby game. I mean, it's so loyal to the source. Doesn't everyone remember this part of the book? Don't you remember when Nick went to a party in chapter 3 and started murdering everyone with his odd job hat? Nothing has been changed. And if you don't remember this, then you need to reread The Great Gatsby. Alright, here's a cutscene. Ooh, look at that. That's the green light. Alright, so we're watching him and boom, he stretches out his hand before vanishing in a flash of light? The Great Gatsby is even more awesome than I remember. Are you ready for the Valley of Ashes? Now, some people that read the book have this confused interpretation that Nick was just sitting inside the passenger car of the train, but that's completely wrong. He was actually running along the top of the train, fighting people and birds. Ooh, we got a boss here. We got a... Yes! Yes! This is what I wanted. This is pretty much everything I ever wanted in a Gatsby game. Dr. TJ Eckelberg's gonna need some new frames because he just got wrecked. Did you see that coming, Doctor? Did you see that? Got another cutscene here. Ah, this is the famous scene where Gatsby threw his shirts all over the room. Daisy did cry over the shirts though, that part did happen. This is by far my favorite part of the book, the part where Nick went into the sewers to look for the Ninja Turtles. For the people that have actually read The Great Gatsby, I'm going to pose a question here, and it might be a little offensive to the people that actually like this book, but I've been thinking, is it possible that this book just isn't actually that good? See, The Great Gatsby is important to American history. It's reflective of the time period, it works as both fiction and social commentary, the book has academic value, absolutely. But on the whole, it's really not that entertaining. When you meet Harry Potter fanatics, these are people that love Harry Potter. They buy the clothes, they buy the wands, they draw pictures of what their Patronus would look like. When you meet a Lord of the Rings fanatic, you don't just have people that buy the action figures and watch the movies. There are people that love the Lord of the Rings so much that they learn to speak Elvish. They learn to speak Elvish, and it's not even a real language. It's a language that Tolkien made up, and people learn it because they love it. They love it. And most of all, people read those books when they don't have to. Those books aren't assigned in school, but people just love them. Does anyone love The Great Gatsby? I mean, people like it, sure. People appreciate it. But do people love it? Is it worth loving? When you go out on the subway, or the library, or the airport, do you ever see people reading The Great Gatsby out on a normal day? No, you don't. In the United States, almost every high school kid has to read The Great Gatsby. And it's good for kids to read. It's fun, it's challenging, that's fine. But that's the United States. It's just mandatory reading here because F. Scott Fitzgerald was an American author. And in the United States, kids read American authors. The Great Gatsby is not a bad book. But all I'm saying is, if I wasn't forced as an American to read this book, I would think this book was not that good. And don't even get me started on the other ones, like To Kill a Mockingbird. Can anyone even tell me what the plot of To Kill a Mockingbird is? And don't tell me it's about Tom Robinson's trial. That trial doesn't even start until halfway through the book. Ever read Catcher in the Rye? You know what happens in that book? Nothing. Nothing happens. This guy walks around town all day crying. That's the book. I don't even think I'm exaggerating.